Ideal Metric Higher Secondary School, Paruvachi. Good morning, students. Session 1, Class 7th, Subject English. Today's topic is The Listeners. About the author, Walter de la Mare. He is an English poet, short story writer, and novelist. He is also called children's writer and mystic poet. His best work is The Listener. The theme of the poem is mystery. About the poem. In this poem, the listener speaks about a traveler on horseback who had visited an empty house in a forest. On a moonlight night, he knocked on the door, hoping against hope to get an expected response. To his utter dismay, the only listeners were the host of ghosts. Nobody responded to his voice. This poem now tells us about his journey. The listeners. Is there anybody there? Said the traveler, knocking on the moonlit door. And his horse, in the silence, champed the grasses of the forest ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the chariot above the traveler's head. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said, but no one descended to the traveler. I will repeat once again. Kindly listen it. Is there anybody there? Said the traveler, knocking on the moonlit door. And his horse in the silence champed the grasses of the forest ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the chariot above the traveller's head. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said, but no one descended to the traveller. Here are some glossaries given to you. Champed, bit and chewed upon noisily. It means chewing noisily. Ferny, consisting of flowerless plants. It means plants without flowers. Chariot, a small tower that projects from the wall of a building. It means a small tower on the top of the house. Smart, knocked loudly. Sill, a horizontal piece of timber beneath a window or a door. Timber means wood. A piece of wood beneath a window or a door. Perplexed, confused, thronging, crowding, hearkening, listening attentively. Dear students, next I will explain the summary of the first 8 lines of this poem. So kindly listen it very carefully. Once upon a time, the traveler came on his horse all alone in the forest. He knocked at the door of the house. He demanded that the door be opened, but he received no response to his call. There is a deathly silence inside the house. His horse munched the grasses and flowerless plant near the house. When he had tried to knock at the door again, the bird flew out of the window above his head. He wanted to know that anybody was there, but the traveler once again received no response, and the place became silence. He stood all alone with his horse in the dim moonlight. Dear students, remaining lines we will see you tomorrow. Your homework is read first 8 lines of your memory poem and write it on your notebook. Thank you.